All right, we're back in action. First week off of the Ribtacular event. That sidelined me for 6 weeks, but now we're back in action, back making money. It's time to get this ship ready to sail. Start main power. Dust off the cobwebs. It's time to kick some ass.
Been working on a destroyer, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to play with the big boys?
Oh, yes.
Fire up the engines.
Best cover your ears.
How much fuel we got in the tank?
Are we looking on fuel?
600 long tons, sir. Just enough for a maintenance run.
Cut the anchors! Attention! All ahead flank!
Engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank, aye, sir.
Prepare for battle stations! It's time to kick some ass!
Let's drop some lead on those motherfuckers.
So let's get to it. All right, first night back, Valentine's Day, February 14th. The day I marked as my triumphant return. Which I came in about 6 o'clock. Started working, was kind of switching back between Lyft and Uber. Made about $55, $60 off of Uber. And by like 10:30, between both Lyft and Uber, I'd already made about $100. That's pretty good for 4.5 hours of work. Then I got the ride I've always been waiting for. 10:55 p.m. Aria Grande concert lets out in downtown. Prices go crazy. 700% on Lyft. It's only one other time I've ever seen it go that high, and that was New Year's Eve. And this is fucking Valentine's Day, and it's 700%. As luck would have it, I just happened to be right in the middle of all this downtown. I get a ping, ride request, Acme Feed and Seed down at 1st and Broadway. So I go down there, pick up this nice lady. She was from Atlanta, up here on business, enjoying the nightlife. And she was going almost 12 miles down to Brentwood, where her hotel was. Of course, I don't know what the primetime rate I got was, but as soon as I dropped her off, it says $115, includes 700% primetime. The base fare was $14.38. Multiply that times 8, and we get $115 and change. And to beat it all, when I looked the next day, she tipped me at $5 on top of that. So I guess it was a corporate account. She didn't really seem to give a shit how much it would have cost. But hey, biggest fare I've ever gotten, and the biggest primetime rate I've ever gotten. So hell yeah, we're off to a great start. And then the very next ride, it came crashing down. I mean, it wasn't that long of a ride. It was really only like maybe a half a mile ride. I picked them up at a bar in Brentwood, took them a half a mile down to their hotel. Of course, it's pouring rain, and it was a little chilly, so I had the heat up, and there was 4 of them, and one sitting back here, rolled the window down, and they're all talking. I didn't hear any puking sounds, nor did I smell anything. But I kind of assumed that she just rolled the window down because it was, you know, a little stuffy in here. And I dropped them off and start heading back up into Nashville. It's midnight. I want to be in Nashville. That's where the money is. Of course, it's dark. It's raining. I'm driving, so, you know, my eyes are pretty much focused on the road ahead of me. And I get back into Nashville, get a pickup request in the Gulch, and 2 really nice girls, and they get in. And one gets up front, one gets in back here, and immediately finds there's some barf back there. Son of a bitch. So now that I'm actually looking at it, there was a little bit on the back seat, little bit on the floor next to the door, but most of it was pretty much on the inside of the door and the outside of the door. And unfortunately, since this bitch had rolled the window down, it also went in between the crack where the window goes down into. So my night's over. Of course, it's, 6 hours, basically $200. So, not that bad of a night overall. Plus, I still haven't heard back, but I do have a puke cleaning fee request in with Lyft. It took me about an hour to clean it. I immediately just came home. And when I got home, it's still pouring rain, so I really couldn't clean it up then. I got up the next day, and it took me about an hour to clean it up. The most tedious thing was I kept having to roll the window up and down, up and down, up and down, and clean it each time because of the puke that was inside. So every time I'd roll the window back up, it'd streak a little bit, so I just kept doing that like maybe 20 times until I'd finally wasn't really streaking that much. And then I just left that window and didn't open it for like 2 days. Make sure everything inside, anything that was left, would dry. But hey, you do this long enough, that's just the law of averages. Eventually, you're gonna get someone puke inside the car. I've been lucky in the past. I had 3 people puke before, but all 3 of them asked to stop, get out of the car, and they puked on the sidewalk. So no harm, no foul there. That's just how it goes sometimes. So the next day, Wednesday, we're back right on the horse after we'd gotten everything cleaned up, went back into Nashville. Did like $225 that night between Lyft and Uber, mostly Lyft. Took Thursday off, went right back into it for the big weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Boy, was it busy as hell. Made pretty much right around $800 for the 3 days. $250 on Sunday, $300 on Saturday, and about $250 on Friday. So total for the week, I made $76 grand total on Uber. On Lyft, I had $20 in cancellation fees, $60 in driver referrals, and about $1,070 in fare earnings from Lyft. So that puts me at $1,150 for the week with Lyft. But wait, there's more. There's also that thing called the Power Driver bonus, which added another $253. So I ended the week at $1,409 on Lyft, which includes all the tips, which I had $107 in tips through the Lyft app. I also had $39 in cash tips. I got 2 free meals for running through the drive-thru for people. I got 1 can of Red Bull for free for stopping at a gas station, and another guy for stopping at the gas station to pick up a 6-pack of beer that apparently this gas station is the only one he can find that sells it, which is Rogue Dead Guy Ale, which actually is pretty damn good. He tipped me with a bottle of his beer. Obviously, I didn't drink it while I was driving. I tossed it into the back. And when I got home, I put it in my fridge. So I picked right up, pretty much right where I left off at. $1,500 a week. Working average of about 55 hours, which is normal for me. Which I had about 52 hours on Lyft, about 3 hours, give or take, on Uber. To all you other Nashville drivers out there, thank you very much for taking care of my money while I was gone and recovering from injury. But I'm back now, so you may have noticed that your earnings last week went down a little bit. That's because of me. You're welcome. So it's nice to know that everything's still popping just like it was. Overall, it's been a really busy winter. Not quite as busy as in the summer, but middle of fucking February, I'm making $1,500 a week. Can't complain about that. So hey, y'all have a great day. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're thinking about signing up for Lyft and Uber, I highly recommend that you sign up for both. And my links to my promo codes are down here in the description. If you want to sign up, use the promo code, you'll get a bonus. Anywhere from $100 to $1,000, depending on your market. So y'all be good, and if you can't, be good at it. This is DJ Rockwell, signing off.
What did you do?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I run a specialized hotel and a telephone service which provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady for a short while.
Oh, yeah? What's the phone number?
If I could pick you up in paradise up above, if you would tell me I...
This man's drunk. Dead drunk.
Dead right.
You're not going to drive home, are you?
He won't be driving home, officer, I promise you that.
No.
Somebody will give him a lift, huh?
Oh, we'll get him a car.
A long black car.
A limousine.